Starlink, the system enabled by Musk's satellite network, can bring internet basically anywhere in the world. And it has served as a backbone for Ukraine's military communications. And by the way, this is actually something that Elon has not received enough credit for. But now he's turned on a dime. And he started amplifying some of Putin's favorite talking points.
There is no way in hell that Putin is going to lose. If he were to back off, he would be assassinated. And for those who want regime change in Russia, they should think about who is the person that could take out Putin. And is that person likely to be a peacenik? Probably not.
While mocking Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky. And this is actually pretty serious because, as Ronan Farrow noted in The New Yorker, Musk's role in Ukraine has raised some pretty big concerns in the US government. I mean, he could basically change the course of this war on a whim. A Pentagon official actually noted, "We are living off his good graces."
That sucks.
So the government is desperately trying to figure out how to manage its dependence on one single private individual, especially one as mercurial as Elon. There's a reason why most world leaders, especially those from the democratic world, are generally pretty careful with their words. It's one thing for you or I to come out and say something stupid, but we're not the ones who can turn off an entire country's internet with the flick of our thumb. It's never a good idea for a country's defense to be dependent on any one entity, whether it's a company or a person. But it's especially dangerous when that person is someone as fickle as Elon Musk. I mean, if he were to turn off Starlink in Ukraine and use X to stifle any criticism of his actions, what could anyone do? Remember the whole power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely quote? Well, I think we're getting pretty close to absolute power here. And when you no longer have the mental discipline to accept or at least consider some criticism when pretty much anything other than sheer adulation is suspect, this whole thing becomes a self-fulfilling vicious cycle where everyone tells you what you want to hear and you become ever more certain in your own opinions, in your own thoughts.